It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Buccaneers. Next on Madden Football.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Golden Gopher, the rookie from the University of Minnesota.
About as well as you expect a rookie quarterback to play. But what's been emphasized on the team and by the head coach, everyone else, raise your level around him and help this young man along.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for White a week ago, 17 carries, 53 yards.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Forced out to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. He'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Running out of the gun with White. Down to about the 37. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 14-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Edmonds is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Buccaneers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here...
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10.
3 points are huge.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He has been elusive in this first half. You see the rushing numbers for him. This defense is going to have to find some way to keep him in the pocket. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try to run with Edmonds, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them? A run to begin the second half with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Back to throw now on first down. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down? They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. And that is incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Back to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go up the middle with White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback did falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we did it there. But mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Golden Gopher, the rookie from the University of Minnesota.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid, even in his rookie year, to let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if you look up the word consistency in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Mike Evans pop right up. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark in each of his previous 10 years in the NFL, and he's hoping to make it 11 straight at the conclusion of this season. But the payoff with him, he finds the end zone. Tied for the league lead last year in touchdown receptions with 13.
The numbers for White a week ago:
11 carries, 51 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's fourth down.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
They start the drive with White. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the break.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go out right near the 30.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They will run with White out of the shotgun.
Down to about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Back to throw now on first down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. So out come the Bucs now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer.
We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is White on the screen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And really, it looked at times like